Rajasthan political saga, which is currently being played out in the Rajasthan High Court as we speak. Now, the hearing has resumed in the Rajasthan High Court on the amended petition filed by sacked Deputy Chief Minister of the state, Sachin Pilot, and his 18 Congress dissident MLAs who've challenged the Speaker's notices served to them. The Speaker has also given an undertaking not to take any action in the matter till 5:30 p.m. on the 21st of July. Now, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, appearing on behalf of the Congress and the Gehlot government, representing the Speaker's office, has in fact argued in court, saying it is the Speaker's prerogative to act against rebels. The court, Mr Singhvi has argued, has no real jurisdiction here. He's even picked holes at the appeal that has been filed by Sachin Pilot and the rebel MLAs, saying that there are only limited grounds to challenge the Speaker's order. And he's also gone on to argue that unless the Speaker disqualifies the MLAs or takes a decision on disqualification, the court cannot really intervene. Now, of course, a lot hangs on the Rajasthan High Court's decision, and perhaps the next steps in the Rajasthan political battle will only take place once it is known which way the court will go. Well, the battle for Rajasthan far closer than it had initially appeared. At least just 5 MLAs currently separating the Gehlot camp and the Pilot BJP camp, as it were. Now, while Mr Gehlot has been claiming the support of more than 106 or 7 MLAs, his actual numbers appear to be closer to the 102 number, which would put him just barely above the halfway mark in the Rajasthan Assembly. And so the court's hearing really would be crucial in such a situation. Let's try and go across to our reporters on the ground joining us at this point with the latest on that. We'll go across to my colleague Harsha Kumari Singh, who's also been following those developments in the Rajasthan High Court. For the moment, Akshay Dongre is with us. Akshay, even as those arguments proceed in the Rajasthan High Court, what we are seeing is a closer and closer battle really between the two camps, as it were, and not much to separate the two in terms of numbers.
Well, exactly. Right now we are outside the Best Western Resort, and we have been seeing that how crucial even a single MLA has become as far as the political crisis of Rajasthan is concerned. This is the same resort where the SOG team of Rajasthan Police came here, not exactly here, outside this particular property, and they were not allowed to enter this particular resort, where it is being claimed that the Rajasthan Sachin Pilot's camps MLAs are still staying. So that raises a lot of question on the things that are going on as far as the resort politics is concerned. Yes, on Friday we saw that how the SOG team went outside ITC Bharat Grand, that is in New of Haryana. The Haryana police did not allow the Rajasthan SOG to enter that particular resort for more than an hour. Then the Congress party claimed that by the time the Rajasthan SOG was holed up outside the resort, the MLAs made their escape from that particular resort. The SOG also claimed that they could not find Bhavarlal Sharma, the MLA who is in question as far as taking bribe in those audio tapes is concerned. Yesterday, the SOG team came here and they had some inputs that Bhavarlal Sharma might be in this particular resort, but the management said that this is a COVID quarantine center and nobody is inside. However, we have been reporting that how there was a development overnight. This particular resort was converted into a COVID quarantine center when the administration clarified that this is not in fact a COVID quarantine center. They have changed the board. As you can see, now it reads that closed due to corona positive. So a lot of developments are taking place in Haryana as far as the politics of Rajasthan is concerned, be it the Haryana police shielding SOG from entering a particular resort, to the management not allowing the SOG team to enter this particular resort. The management maintains that there is a COVID positive patient inside, and due to sanitization, this particular resort is closed. So a lot of questions will be raised as far as the Haryana government's role in this entire crisis is there, because on one hand Sachin Pilot claims that he will never be joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. On the other hand, the BJP government in Haryana is preventing the SOG team from entering one resort, and then on the other resort they are not being allowed. So So what exactly is happening remains a big question, but the identity, the location rather of these MLAs remains a big question. But we are getting to know that they are
quite
still
a hide and seek game there. Akshay, let me try and go across to Harsha if I can, who's bringing us the latest from the court, where the big focus really is currently. Harsha, get us the latest, please.
Well, it's Abhishek Manu Singhvi who's still carrying on his arguments. The line of argument is that the court cannot interfere in the role of the speaker. The speaker has not taken a decision yet. Basically, what he's saying is that till the speaker doesn't decide, till then they can't go to court. Singhvi's argument is that once the speaker makes a decision, then the rebel MLAs should go to court. Also, he's saying that there are 19 rebel MLAs. The speaker is going to look at each petition separately. So clearly trying to uphold that the speaker has a jurisdiction, first has the right to decide, and only then the court can be approached to explain it in very simple terms.
Harsha, as we see this hearing in the Rajasthan High Court, more political maneuvers as well. It seems the Rajasthan Police's Special Operations Group has now issued a notice to the Central Minister, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, whose voice was purportedly on the phone taps that have been looked at by the Rajasthan government to show that there was this conspiracy against the Gehlot government.
So there's a formal FIR against him now, and therefore a formal notice has been served to him that he should, that he's been named in this case, and he should, obviously they would like to question him. So that's where it's leading up to. So yes, politically, like we've been saying all along, two levels. This entire thing has been working at two levels. There's the investigation at the police level which has been going on, and now the rest of it is being fought out in court. So at the police level, the SOG, the Anti-Corruption Bureau, are moving forward on this, and they're tightening the entire case together. They're asking for voice samples. They're trying to access the MLAs. They are approaching Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. So this entire political drama is clearly being played out at two levels. One is the courtroom. One, of course, is the resorts where the MLAs are. And the third is the police investigation, which is very, very crucial. And when all these ends come together is when we can probably see some kind of a climax.